Why do we need sleep? The simple yet most profound answer to this question is so that we can stay awake. Scientists have been trying to study this phenomenon, which is the most common happening in our daily life. If we count our daily sleeping hours at an average of 8 hours per day, we end up sleeping 1/3 of our lives. 30 years of sleeping out of a life of 90 years? Well, that's too much for us to ignore. Yet, sleep is probably the least understood and the most underrated phenomenon. Very often, modern-day society looks at sleep as indulgence and sometimes even as a disease. Our daily lives are so full of activity and so many things to accomplish that giving our thoughts, let alone attention to sleep, is the last thing on our mind. We often go to sleep when it's difficult for us to stay awake, or when we remind ourselves of the obligations of the next day. Somewhere deep down, however, we know very well that sleep is something we can't live without, and we want to know more about it. Doctors and scientists today have enough empirical evidence that a good sleep results in better brain functioning, memory consolidation, and energy conservation too. It also enhances creativity of a person. On the other hand, a poor sleep routine results in poor memory, poor perception of issues, and errors in judgment in everyday life. Rich Life believes that sleep is an essential connection between the superconscious phenomena and our everyday wakeful life through the bridge of our subconscious mind. This subconscious mind is perhaps the most active when we sleep. Wakeful everyday life is like random access memory of a computer, that is RAM, which uses and throws active files used during the day. In the quiet and restfulness of the sleep, our brain, the processor, or let's call it the CPU, goes to work through our subconscious mind and defragments the loose ends of inside permanent memory. It is therefore in our greatest interest to not only know more about sleep, but also actively cultivate ideal sleep routines to maximize its benefits. It is interesting to know that in our entire history, only one person, that is Lord Ram's brother Lakshman, is known to have won over the phenomenon called sleep and is known as Nidrajit, or the one who has conquered the sleep. A healthy life has 4 pillars: food, sex, sleep, and exercise. A wise man has rightly said, "Sleep is God, go worship."